Hi everyone, it's Sam here from Just Dabbling Along. I'm just outside our house, just getting ready to do a little winter homestead tour of our little homestead here in Canada, southern Canada, in the southern BC region of Canada so yeah, I've got my nice warm woolen sweater and my woolly mitts, and it's not too cold, but it's snowing and it's refreshing. Yeah, so anyways, here we go. This is from our back deck, just looking out over the majority of the property of the backyard area where we have our big garden and the chickens and the ducks. So here we go. I'm gonna switch things around here. All right, so side of the house. Those two trees on the hill are actually where our hammock goes in the summer, but no hammock right now. It's a little too snowy. And I'm slowly panning around. That big blue tarp area there is actually where we have most of our firewood. It's keeping our firewood covered. We'd hoped to get a proper woodshed up this summer or fall. That didn't quite happen, so that's our solution to a woodshed this year. Beside that is our little metal shed. Just to the right of that is the gate going into the big garden. And then we pan around. Now our house is kind of on this little raised plateau, and there's our benches around the snow-covered campfire. Now we pan around, and we've got our line, what's it called? Clothesline, that's what it's called. Just fold it up for the winter because we're not really hanging clothes out this winter. And here we go around, and there's the edge of the house. And back. Oops, sorry, that was pretty fast. Okay, I'm just gonna walk down here. Come on, Stella. There's Stella. Stella the farm dog. She's a good girl. She protects our property from coyotes and everything else she thinks is a threat, like scary ravens and things like that. Anyways, so there we go. Our rototillers there, just hanging out. We got the gate for our garden. I'm just gonna go in here. Garden's looking pretty white and bare. This year I kind of changed things around and had let's see if I can see better. Had the raised beds in the back there, straight when you walk in. So those are over there, and then here you can see the kind of rows of lumps is where the main part of the garden was. And I meant to do this in the fall, kind of show you what we did, but oh, look, there's a bit sticking out there. See right here? This whole area and a bit of the side area is covered in tarps. I'm trying a bit of something new this year. It's supposed to keep the weeds down for in the spring when we start planting again. There's the compost. And there's the chicken pen, our chicken house. The little house. They're pretty determined to stay up in their house a lot of the time, but you can see the ramp's down. They can come down. They like hanging out over here under the trees. And all that. So here we go. I'll pan around. There's the garden. Very bumpy there. Just coming out the gate, just to the left of the garden. There's the house back there. Not much going on in there. Lots of weeds. We hope to hopefully clean this up a bit. And the hill there, dig down and make our root cellar down there. That's the plan as we sit right now. But anyways, so there's the duckies. I just gave them some fresh water, so they're pretty happy about that, and food. That pink tape hanging over across the top has worked pretty good this year at deterring. We have a lot of osprey and eagle in the air, eagles and predatory birds, and it just deters them from coming down into the pen and taking away our ducks, because we had that happen to one of our ducks, unfortunately, last year. We believe it was a predatory bird. But anyway, so coming back to the back area, well, you saw our kind of scrap wood makeshift holder thing. There's Stella again. Hey, Stella. So this is the back of the fence. I haven't showed this yet via video yet. Now, this area, eventually, those trees, they're right near the edge of the property. And then you can see back there, that's our neighbor's garden, back there. And going around. So there's pretty good sized field area. It's actually our septic field, so can't build anything on it, and not supposed to drive on it or anything like that, but that's okay, because I think it's going to be perfect area as a little pasture area for goats, and maybe someday a cow or something, or things like that. We have a lot of brush. Like, this whole area this summer went crazy with lots of tansy and Scotch broom, and unfortunately, because that's an invasive species. And yeah, so if we get goats, now we have to fence that area and fence that area. If we get goats, it'll hopefully keep down the brush and make them happy to eat all the brush. That's actually a church in the background. They have a big community garden there, which is nice. They're lovely, lovely neighbors. So we're just walking over to the back corner of our property here. Sorry for the bumpiness. And this is almost the very back corner. And you can see, oh, that's Gus, the old firewood truck. That's what we get our firewood in every year. It's got some big tall sides that we put up, but they're taken down for the winter. And then, oh, this is the kids' fort that they started this year. So they had fun with that, Pat and the kids, Cadence and Gabe, banging nails in and building that. I think it would be perfect on the bottom for a little goat shed shelter. But that's just me. Or that's my thoughts. So yeah, I'm going to pause for a moment and I'm going to walk to the front. So on my way to the front, I realized I wanted to stop and take a little video on this side of the property. This is looking, I'm standing at the corner post of our garden. There's the little kids' playhouse structure thing that they're building. And then in here is just a kind of a wooded area. It's hard to explain. But anyways, we had the ducks in there for the first almost year that we had them. And they liked that. It was good cover, but it was hard to keep an eye on them in there. And anyway, so what I think is going to go in there eventually, hopefully, is some pigs. So we got to kind of fix up that space for them. There's a little peek out to the driveway. Whoa. You can see lots of deer and dog tracks walking through here. Now I'm just standing in front of Gus, the firewood truck. Looks like a really long driveway, which basically that's what it is. But it's the outside of our edge of our property. Then I just walk along here. It's so much easier to see stuff in the winter without all this without all the brush everywhere. In the summer and the fall, the brush through here is just like over my head. It's so tall. So just to the right is our house. And that's all the way to the end of to the road. I'm going to go up a little path here. Sorry, huffing and puffing. There we go. There's the side of our house. And come out to the front yard. The trampoline and the little shed we threw together this year. And didn't quite get a proper roof on, but hey, it'll come in good time. So this area is where we're eventually going to have food forest. And it used to be all driveway, but we didn't need all that for driveway. Got big plans in the works. There's some plants that I got planted, trees, and some that didn't. So yeah, there we go. That's us. That's our property, our little cozy place in the Kootenay region of BC in Canada in December. Take care and be well and Merry Christmas. Oh, Stella's showing off her skills. Say goodbye, Stella. Say goodbye.